Aaron, welcome to Eastleigh Football Club. Just start off by talking to us about what it was that made you want to join the club.
I spoke to the manager for a good few weeks now. Good vibes with him, good communications in terms of what they're trying to do as a club and how he wants me to be a massive part, and told me about the journey that they want to go on. I spoke to one of my old teammates, Dominic Gape, who was previously here. Spoke really highly of the manager as well and the staff members. So I was just thinking, well, if he's shown good reception from them, and I know him on a personal scale and we're good people, he's not going to lie to me and say that it's good when it wasn't. So came down here to see for myself, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what's been seen to me.
Yeah, you've played over a decade of senior football in the EFL. How valuable was that time, and how much did you learn during that time?
Sound like a granddad there, but yeah, I loved it. Like anyone, they want to play at the highest levels as long as you can. I think obviously reach it to like the Premier League and stuff, but playing League One and League Two is still a pretty good level for the years that I've had. Grateful for that, and you get to play against amazing teams. And compete against like some of the best in the countries and stuff like that. So it's always been good. I tried to get as many games as possible. Tried to get to the 500 club. I think I'm a little bit short of that. But all in all, as a journey, I'm proud. I'm proud of myself and that. So.
Yeah, obviously some of the clubs that you've played for, Wycombe, Northampton and Shrewsbury. Yeah. Which moments during time at those clubs, what moments stand out to you?
For Shrewsbury itself, small little highlights like scoring the winner to play against Liverpool in the next stage. That was like a massive thing for the club, because a lot of the fans' Premier League team is Liverpool, so when we play against them, that was amazing. But on a personal scale, just being around like good people. A lot of the clubs that I've been to, I've always had good people around. The team spirit has always been good and stuff like that. And I feel like that's important in every situation, especially in this business where the group is very good, very strong, and that's how you get your momentum, that's how you get your vibe and fighting for one another and stuff. So I feel like that's always been a lucky side for me that I've had.
Yeah, you've won Player of the Season at multiple clubs.
Yeah.
Whilst I suppose that validation isn't necessarily a good thing to seek,
yeah,
when you do get it, it must be a really good feeling.
Oh yeah, like everyone wants to be the best of some sort. That you're not typically going to be like every single month, but you like to see is a level of consistency. I like to think that I do such things, especially when I'm like have momentum and have form and stuff. I like to show like I've got regular consistency, and your objective is to do well for yourself, but more importantly, like do well for your teammates and the club. So if me doing that gets me that reward, then it's just my time, and I'll try and prolong it as long as possible. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you've represented your country on an international stage, Grenada. What has that meant to you, representing your country? I suppose it's the thing that a kid dreams of doing, and you've had the privilege of doing that.
Yeah, representing your national team or your family heritage is always a blessing. It's something that people should strive to want to be. Like, obviously, being in England, everyone's inspiration is to play for England, unless they have other top countries that they can represent, but their objective is to be at them kind of levels. But if it's not the case, my family's from Grenada, my heritage is from the Caribbean and stuff, so me getting the opportunity to represent them is an honour, like anything would be. And going over there to captain them is just a cherry on top. Just to see my parents like proud and see family members being proud that I'm representing the country and doing well by them as well. Like it's what football's all about. You want to do the best for yourself, do best for your family, and all in all, like represent your country to the fullest. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, for supporters who may not know too much about you, what can they expect from a classic Aaron Pierre performance?
Hard work, dedication. Typically as a centre half, I typically say that I'm like the back end of like the old school kind of mentality in terms of winning tackles, win headers, try to be the leader that I am, and organise as much as possible, make the game look easier for the attacking players and simpler for us defenders and stuff. I'm just a passionate individual that wants to do well and want to help the club to push on to do things that they haven't done yet. So if I can do such thing, then it's a successful year, and who knows, we can push to go to playoffs or do the unthinkable and possibly get promoted straight away. So that's the ambition. We haven't done it yet, so why not?
Yeah. Away from the pitch itself, in the dressing room, what type of player are you? What are you hoping to bring to the dressing room?
A lot of experience, I guess. Considering I've played like EFL for a long period of time, but I'm a very, very chilled individual. Like I like to joke about like anyone else would. I like to think that I could give decent amount of advice and how to better young players and stuff. Now I'm 32. I'm not like old, but like, you know, I'm like big bro. I'm big bro age now, and yeah. So all in all, just try and do my best and trying to lead like a senior player would. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just try and do my best, and then hopefully that reflects on other people.
You've been around the ground today. What have you made of the facilities and the people?
Yeah, it's a very nice pitch. It's a very nice pitch, and the staff has been very welcoming. Had good sit downs with new people and stuff. So yeah, everyone seems very friendly and everyone seems like very bubbly and positive. So I can't wait to get working and seeing the club like achieve more than they have before.
Yeah, and what are your ambitions on a personal level going into the season?
Personal levels, I feel like just showing consistency again. Every year it's always about consistency and making sure that I do the team proud, I do myself proud, and again, like I said prior, like just push the team as much as possible to even make like the playoff stages, something that we haven't done as a team yet. I think if I checked correctly, I think it was 7 points away from playoffs last year. If I don't quote me on it, but I think that's roughly what it is. So really and truly, that's 3 games. So if the team does the same as last year and I can boost the extra 3-4 games, or if not more, then we're going in the right directions in terms of where the club is trying to aim to go to. And playoffs is typically the first 4 really, and then we go from there. Do you know what I mean? But everything goes in stepping blocks, so we can't go too far ahead. I feel like we need to have a good start of the season. I feel like collectively we have to be defensively unified and solid, and make sure that everyone understands their roles and stuff, and then going forward allow the attackers to express themselves. And for me, that's part of my job, to encourage them and yeah, just encourage them to make sure that they have an end product to it and stuff like that, and keep them motivated and keep them wanting to do more.
Yeah, and just finally, how excited are you to meet the supporters and sort of get to know a few of them, and also, do you have a message for them?
I wouldn't necessarily have like a message for them, because I feel like that puts a lot of pressure overall, but in terms of what I would want to do, I want to make sure that I give them 110%. I want them to see that I came here because I see the vision, what the club wants to go to, where they want to go to, sorry, and just give my all and make sure that we perform as much as we can throughout the season, so they're happy, they go home happy with 3 points, and say that this year was better than last season, and they can see like an uprise of what we're trying to do.
Aaron, welcome to Eastleigh Football Club.
Appreciate it.